It's still early. So like
We're only like a quarter of the way through. Yeah.
I can still come back. This is fine. This is this is
Okay.
going fine.
What is a more realistic possibility? You coming back and either taking the lead or winning, or Evan Neal knowing to block an edge rusher?
That was a very specific metaphor there, but I believe strongly in the three-time champion. That's all I have to say. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Nick's Picks Week 6 of the regular season. Cannot believe we are already in Week 6, but we are. And we are joined, as we are always, by Ben. Ben, Week 6 of the NFL season is here. You are ahead by a lot still. You got your challenge, so you're already 1 for 3 on the challenges with me. But yeah, how you doing going into Week 6?
I will say, and we'll get to it when we talk about the game, I did not expect Ritter to do as well as he did. And I also didn't expect the Texans to basically sell that game, because I was looking at the scores and I did not feel confident that game. But
Well, I will get to Ritter in the recap here, and
yeah.
yeah, there was a lot of weird games in the NFL, which brings us
Yeah.
right into our Week 5 recap, which started with the Bears going up against the Washington Commanders. And shout out to you if you didn't bench Justin Fields or DJ Moore in your fantasy league, because you were one of the minority that wouldn't have, because a lot of people did bench those two. Commies just haven't been great all season, and if there's any O-line in the league that's worse than the Giants, it's Washington's. The Jaguars, after being in London for a week, got the Bills freshly coming into London, which I feel like is kind of bullshit, but not really an excuse for the Bills. They lose this game 25-20. More importantly, they lose Matt Milano, on top of the fact that they've already lost Tre'Davious White. So this is not looking good for this Bills defense at the moment, but hopefully they can get it together. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine in their next week's game, but beyond that, hopefully the Bills can get it together. But the Jaguars looked great on their second straight London game. Well, the Giants didn't lose as bad as I thought they would. The worst part about this was Daniel Jones got hurt. I mean, is that really the worst part? Probably better for everyone's sake if he just stopped playing so that he can just stop getting shit on for no reason. I mean, there's a reason, but like not as much of a reason as other quarterbacks in this league.
Daniel Jones isn't great, but he's not the problem.
Dolphins lost their rookie running back, though, who's been going absolutely off. Giants defense looked great, though.
For a quarter.
Speaking of quarterback injuries, the Colts went on to beat the Titans, although they did it without Anthony Richardson, who has been injured in 4 of the 5 games that he has played so far this year. Like, in those games, he got injured. Not saying like he was out for 4 games. Like, I mean, he got injured in 4 separate games already this year. It's week 5. Look forward to that, Colts fans. But Gardner Minshew is probably the best backup in the league right now. We'll get to him later. 23-16, Colts went on to win this one. What are the chances Bill Belichick's not a coach next year?
50-50. I think he has a better chance of losing like the
Yikes.
GM pick decision, but
I mean, the Giants lost 40-0, but to Dallas, to the Saints, 34-0 is kind of a yikes.
I know we talk about the Saints defense, but that I don't know.
The Baltimore Steelers, sorry.
What?
The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens wide receivers 17-10 last week. The Steelers defense did play a great game, but Jesus, the wide receivers for Baltimore better not have looked Lamar in the eye after that game. Like, they better just walked with their head down in the locker room the entire time, because that was just wow. Ben got his challenge, so there's an extra 2 points that he didn't fucking need. But the the Falcons went on to beat the Texans 21-9. Barely, even though Desmond Ridder finally had a good fucking game. Hump the fucking brakes on that, though, because like it's the
one game.
Texans and it was one game. Like, I know I've been talking highly about the Texans, but their defense isn't that great. I've been talking more highly about CJ Stroud and their offense, but like with a 300-yard passing game from Ridder and how great of a run team that you are, you should have won this game by a lot, and you barely squeaked this one out. But 21-19, you still won.
Baby steps.
Ben got his wager pick as well as getting that challenge, so there's an extra couple points for Ben, as the Lions went on to beat the Panthers 42-24, where once again the Panthers put up more than 20 points and lose the game.
Their offense is decent.
Yeah, well, at least they'll get a nice weapon for Bryce Young next year.
They get. Oh no, they won't, because the Bears have their pick. So they can't even get their pick.
The Bengals went on to beat the Arizona Cardinals 34-20, and thank you, Jamar Chase, for putting up 52 fantasy points. Bengals went on to win this one. Joe Burrow and the offense finally looked good against the Cardinals. So just like the Falcons and Desmond Ridder here, pump the brakes. The Eagles and the Rams game was a great game till about the third quarter, and then the Eagles just never let the Rams have the ball ever again. They went on to win this one 23-14. Cooper Kupp came back great. I mean, so he came back with a stride, but wasn't enough for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm just still saying it. The Eagles just still don't look like they're as good as they were last year. I know they're winning games, still don't look as good as they were last year. I would love to see them match up with the 49ers right now. Nathaniel Hackett went on to beat Sean Payton 31-20. I'm sorry. The Jets went on to go and beat the Denver Broncos 31-21. Did I say that wrong? No, did I?
You just said the same thing twice. I'm just talking about.
Okay. Sorry, I repeated myself there. But yeah, the Broncos are just a dumpster fire and a half. Like, I really did think that the Sean Payton experiment would help out the Russell Wilson experiment that's still going on for some reason.
Just want to say I called it.
The Chiefs went on to beat the Vikings 27-20. More importantly, Taylor Swift was not at this game. Thank God. Didn't see that all over the internet. And even more importantly, Travis Kelce went down with an awkward ankle injury. He managed to go back into the game, still score a touchdown, but there's a good chance that's going to swell up throughout the week. So we'll see what his status is going into the next couple weeks. But yeah, Chiefs went on to beat the Vikings 27-20. How's it feel, Cowboys fans? How does that feel? How does it feel to go on a Sunday Night Football prime time and just get absolutely shit all over? How does that feel?
I think there's a little bit of personal stuff there. It was warranted.
And the Raiders went on to beat the Packers because Jordan Love is ass.
Trash?
He is ass. There's no other word for it. Not a good quarterback.
And not
we said it from the beginning, slower. Just because you're on the train now doesn't mean we weren't right from the beginning. So, but with all that being said, that brings the score to, of course, 80-56. I didn't even want to have to say it out loud, but yes, I'm down by 24 points currently. So, yay. But anyways, let's get on to our week 6 predictions. It starts with the Thursday night game going on tonight between the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Denver Broncos. High chance there's not going to be Travis Kelce tonight, but I still think the Chiefs have zero shot at losing this game.
I mean, I have it as a larger score, but I'm kind of banking on the fact that Travis Kelce is healthy, mainly for our fantasy team. But even if he isn't, it's still the Broncos.
Moving on to our third London game in a row. It's not the Jacksonville Jaguars this time. I was literally about to say the Jaguars. The Baltimore Ravens go up against the Tennessee Titans. We both agree again here. I just think that the Ravens, they lost to Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's a tough defensive team. Tennessee is not. I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
I mean, the Ravens have not as good of a defense, but they have a good run game, and I think they'll bounce back, obviously.
Ironically enough, after challenging your Falcons pick and making fun of for all your Falcons picks that you've, for the most part, gotten right, besides one or two. Yeah, I'm finally picking the Falcons this week. And funny enough, we have the same score. We have the exact same score for this game. Exactly how I think this game is going to play out. So I'm not letting you get a score prediction right on this one, because if you get it right, I get it right.
I kind of want to pick Washington, but if they have this great defense and it hasn't shown up all year, why would I believe it now? Granted, I don't believe in Ridder as much more than Howell, but...
Yeah, I never believed they had a great defense to begin with. I mean, Chase Young is talented, but, he really doesn't even have the stats to, back up any warrant to say that he's...
It's just like him and Jonathan Allen, and then at that point, it's just kind of
We disagree on this pick. The Seahawks going up against the Bengals. I'm actually surprised you're going with the Bengals on this one, considering how just 2 weeks ago you said that they're never going to figure it out. Then they kind of do figure it out, but it's against the Cardinals. Going up against a Seahawks team that has been okay pretty much all year. Pretty much under the radar okay, but I
don't really believe in the Seahawks defense as much as I believe, at least recently, in the Bengals offense, and that's really the main reason why. Plus, the Seahawks offense isn't that great in my opinion. But
another disagreeing pick, and I'm actually kind of going with an upset here myself, just because I'm going with it on my 2-point conversion as well. I think the Colts go and win this game, and I know it's Gardner Minshew, but he's been playing very well every time he comes into the game. The Jaguars are coming back from London, so maybe a little bit of jet lag, who knows? But I'm going with the upset here. I think the Colts can actually surprise some people and win this one.
I'm kind of just banking on the fact that the Jags are the hotter team heading into the game. And like you said earlier, Anthony Richardson has Anthony Richardson has been hurt a lot, and I think that's going to be a very big factor.
Ben's wager pick for the week, another one that we agree on, the Dolphins going up against the Panthers. This is a high-powered offense against a really shit defense, so the Dolphins could potentially put up another like 50 plus here, but yeah.
I was tempted to put that as the score, if I'm being honest.
I mean, the Panthers don't have a good defense. I do think the Panthers have the capability of putting up 24 points on this Dolphins defense, which I don't think is all that great, but yeah, the Dolphins are going to put up a lot of points. I just, if you're a betting person, I would bet on a lot of offensive yards for the Dolphins this weekend. Now, Ben goes with an upset here. The Bears going against the Minnesota Vikings, or at least what I think is an upset. I mean, the Bears are coming off a big win against the Washington Commies. The Vikings coming off a tough loss, but against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I mean, neither one an impressive of either way. It's not like it's not a bad loss by the Vikings, and it wasn't an impressive win by the Bears. So I'm just going roster based here. I think the Vikings are obviously the better team, but you're going with the Bears, and I'm too scared to challenge it.
I mean, I'm only going because the Bears are hot right now, and Justin Jefferson is. I think either he's hurt or he's on IR.
He's on IR.
So that is the main reason where it's like now you just lost not even just your overall best offense player, your best player. So I'm kind of rolling with the hot team and the healthier team.
The 49ers go up against the Cleveland Browns. Not really a disagreement here. I think the Browns could put up a fight, but this is probably one of the 49ers' toughest games so far this year that they've played. Yeah, I don't think the Browns are a match. The Houston Texans go up against the New Orleans Saints. We both agree that the Texans bounce back after losing to a shit team last week, going up against another shit team. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that they played the Falcons. My bad.
You realize you just gave me 2 more points, right? So shut the fuck
up. Going up against the Saints this week, I just don't think the Saints offense has been doing all that great. The Texans offense has been doing all that great. So besides last week, but the Falcons do have a good defense. I'll give you that. You were kind of right about that at the beginning of the season. It's not enough to overshadow the fact that Desmond Ritter's ass, but you know, we've gotten a few wins out of it. The Raiders go up against the Patriots this weekend. Who the fuck cares? I mean, the Raiders aren't really that great of a team, but they're going to win this game because the Patriots are a really bad team. There you go. There's your analysis.
I think in the preseason, I said the Patriots would have one or two wins, and I just said it's like, you know what, fuck the Patriots, and like, wow,
oh my god, I might actually get score. That. Again.
Wait, do Jesus we really?
Christ, Ben. The Lions go up against the Bucks. The Bucks have a good record this year. They're coming off a bye week, so they're well rested. I don't think they're a match for the Lions, though. The Lions are a well put together team, and Dan Campbell is a great coach. He doesn't fall for trap games, and this isn't really a trap game. I mean, more so, I guess, it is a battle of 2 division leaders at the moment, but I don't think the Bucks are quite enough.
I think they got the defense to staying with them, but I don't believe in Baker that much. I mean, he's had a few good games, but
they're probably without Mike Evans.
I didn't know that, but either way, I still would have stayed where I'm at with the Lions.
Bro,
did we get a third one?
What is going on, dude? We don't how this doesn't happen. It's never happened. We never pick the same score. Like, it rarely happens. 3 this week. I'm just now noticing this as we're doing this, too.
Are you serious? Wow.
Are there any more as I go on here? No. Okay, this is the last one. No, this is the last one.
Okay.
I can see them both side by side right now. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about the Rams and the Cardinals. Clearly, we both think the exact same thing, so you might as well talk.
I mean, I don't think I have much more to add outside of just, like, before this, I think the 3 years prior, maybe, like, 1 or 2 times we've had it, and like you said, we've had 3 just this video alone. That's insane.
The Eagles go up against the New York Jets. We're actually pretty close on this score, but not exact, at least, on either.
Okay.
So that's fine. But, I mean, either way, the Eagles are kicking the shit out of the Jets. Like, although the Jets tend to play well in, like, prime time. Oh, no, this is a 425. No, the Jets are going to get their ass kicked. Yeah, no.
Yep.
Cool. Moving on. Speaking of teams getting their ass kicked, the Buffalo Bills are getting their... No. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no.
We'll move on just for you.
I'm sad.
Anyway, Monday night.
Cowboys go up against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Cowboys looked bad against the 49ers. I know the 49ers are a great team, and the Chargers have kind of been like on and off all year. But I really think the Cowboys are going to out Staley the Chargers.
That's weird how I thought that. I'm like, who's going to throw it more, Mike McCarthy or Staley?
Dak Prescott or Brandon Staley or Brian Staley, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, real quick, you see Micah's comments. He was like, "Oh, we hung with them that game." Like,
yeah, the score doesn't tell the picture. Yes, it fucking 42-10 tells a pretty good picture. And finishing it out with the 2-point conversions, I am going with Gardner Minshew and this Colts offense, something that neither of us have ever predicted before on a 2-point conversion. The reason that Gardner Minshew is a good backup quarterback is he just makes the right decisions. He makes the easy passes, the checkdowns. Gardner Minshew is going to have above a 70% completion percentage for this game. That is my 2-point.
That's a new one.
That's a good one. I wanted to get that's a pretty good one. A little new, something that might.
I kind of wish.
That's the little sparks that I need for the momentum to come back into this.
Kind of wish you said 69 just so I could say nice, but you know what? My 2-point is split between 2 games, and that is the Eagles and Jets and the Bills and Giants. More so though with the teams being the Bills and both the New York Giants and New York Jets. And my 2-point is, I'm sorry, but the Bills are, even with the injuries, such a great team that they will have more points than the Jets and the Giants combined. It's only really because
I disagree with you. I'm mad at you.
You can't be mad at me that much because it could happen.
I don't disagree with you at all. It probably will happen. I'm just mad at you.
The Jets will kick a late game field goal, and the Giants will kick a late game field goal, and that'll be the reason I lose it. It'll be off 1 point or something like that. I don't know.
I hope the Giants just win. But that is it for Nick's picks, week 6 of the regular season. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the score is 80-56. The comeback needs to happen. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel to give me some prayers to come back into this. Also follow us over on Twitch if you haven't already, Facebook as well. Both of those links are down in the description. But we will see you guys in week 7 of the NFL season. Ben, is there anything you want to say before we head out for week 6?
No, I'm just sitting comfortably right now, if I'm being honest.
I hate you. But that is it for Nick's picks, week 6. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one. Peace. Fuck you. First of all, you're 2-point against the Giants. I'm sitting comfortably. Fuck you. Do I need to remind you that even if you win this year, it's your first championship? Number 1 out of 4.
All you need is 1. All you need is 1.
That's not even. That's not like. What does that even mean?
Look, man. All right, let me have this. Let me have this one. This is the revenge tour. All right, like the other 2 didn't work out, but we're not gonna talk about that
until I come back and win this after 24 points down, and you're 0-4 after losing by a 24-point lead, just like the. Anyways, what would that... Would you quit?
No.
Okay, cool.